Hello everybody, hi, good evening, it's great to see you, and thank you very much for your applause. Thank you, that makes me feel very special. It's great to join you tonight, and great to be able to share with you. I'm talking to you from my office in my home here in Cambridge. For those who don't know me, I live in Cambridge with my family. I'm not from Cambridge originally, which you'll probably pick up from the accent. Lots of people often ask me where my accent's from. I'm actually born and bred in Sunderland in County Durham, and people often say, oh, Sunderland, that's near Newcastle. No, it's not, it's County Durham. And it was County Durham when I was born there, and long may it be. So really great to join you, but I'm speaking to you from my home office in Cambridge. I tweeted earlier that one of the best things about doing a broadcast from the comfort of your own home is that it does give you the impulse and the urge to actually tidy up a little bit in the office and get it looking as tidy as possible. So hopefully behind me you can't see too much mess. So what I'm going to do this evening, Andy's asked me to share with you just a little bit of our story, but also a few really great tips and ideas, and there's some things I really want to share with you tonight that are really burning on in my life that and I'm passionate about at the moment, that I really hope will help you. So I hope everyone can see the slides okay. I'll trust you can. I know everybody says this who does a webinar, but it's one of the hardest types of training to do. Because especially myself, I love to interact with the audience that I'm speaking to, the people that I'm presenting to. I gauge kind of how it's going by the response I get, and that really helps me to modify things. And it's very hard because obviously now I'm just talking to myself and aren't able to see your faces. So what I'm going to do is go through the presentation. I would recommend you have a pen and a piece of paper handy, because I'm actually going to give you something to write a little bit later on. So you'll want something to write on or type on if you're sat with your laptop or your iPad, but a pen and a paper will do just fine. And what I want to share with you tonight is about your breakthrough to success. You know, I'm aware that looking at lots of the names on the list on the webinar tonight, you know, there's lots of very established distributors. There are others who, just by some of the things you were saying in the chat, you're very new. I know several of you were saying, hey, this is my first webinar, in which case, hey, a special welcome to you. And I know there'll also be people on here who aren't yet part of our business. Maybe you're checking it out at the invitation of a friend or a family member who's asked you to take a look at the business tonight. So really, you know, I'm talking to three types of people. People who are taking a look at the business, people who are brand new, maybe excited or maybe a bit anxious, and then those of you who are really well established. And I hope and I believe I've got something useful for each and every one of you. I want to talk about your breakthrough to success. We're in the network marketing business, and network marketing is all about having breakthrough spots and breakthrough spells, breakthrough times, because we don't necessarily always grow in a linear way. What you find in network marketing is that as you build your business and you work it, sometimes you don't see the results straight away, and then a breakthrough happens and you begin to really move your business forward. So I'm going to talk about having breakthroughs to success. You know, there's some really interesting concepts around success. People will give you all kinds of lines about success. For example, success is a journey and not a destination. Well, yes, that's true, really true, because you've got to enjoy the journey along the way. But of course, without getting to some kind of destination where you can experience success of whatever it is for you, then how do you know whether you've achieved it? How do you know when you've become successful? So I want to talk a little bit about being able to check that off. Say, yes, I've become a success at whatever level it is. So that's what I want to. One of the things I really want to share with you tonight. Andy, in my introduction, told you a little bit about my story. I'm married to Sandra, and we joined Clean Easy a few years ago looking for that additional income. For those who don't know, I was the managing director of a charity and earning a reasonable income, but Cambridge is an expensive place to live. We've got young children and they're very expensive. And of course I'm married, and we all know wives are the most expensive of them all. So we needed additional income. But more than that, we'd actually run up some debts. And I'm guessing there'll be people on the webinar tonight that maybe that's the position that you're in at the moment. Maybe you're sat there with a pile of debt and you don't know what to do with it. Well, I can tell you from personal experience, you can clear your debts in this business. And you can do it relatively quickly if you do it the right way. I know others in the business have done that, who were in an even worse situation than we were. But we managed, through our Clean Easy income, building a full-time income part-time enabled us to clear our debts. And that's my challenge to you. Why not consider seriously building a full-time income part-time, especially if you're new in the business, because this business can give you that if you do it right. So I want to share with you the fact that your success in Clean Easy really, really matters. And it does matter. Clearly, your success in Clean Easy matters to you. Because it matters to you because you're the person who'll experience your success or lack of. It matters to you because you've joined this business for a reason. You've joined it to provide you with something, usually income. So your success in Clean Easy matters to you. You know what? Your success also matters to me. Whether I know you or not, whether you're part of my group or not, your success matters to me. And that's because together, all of us actually depend upon each other. We want this company to thrive. We want this company to achieve its goals, because together we all achieve more. We are actually one big team in Clean Easy. So in network marketing, we all actually encourage and support each other to build to our success. And you'll find, if you're new, that's true right across the network. I have friends across the network who have no financial interest in my success, who've encouraged and mentored me. And likewise, I'm able now to do the same for others. And that's one of the most special things I find about the business. So your success matters. So, what I want to talk to you about is guaranteeing that success for yourself. You know, especially if you're new in the business, so many people worry about, is it a risk? Is it a risk getting involved? What if I don't earn any money? Well, you can and you must guarantee your own success, and you can do that by just doing a few simple things and making sure you do them consistently. How do I know for sure you can guarantee your success? Well, first of all, others just like you are enjoying fantastic success at the moment. People just like you. Maybe you're on tonight and you're a mum with young kids looking to work your business part-time. I could introduce you to dozens of mums in your circumstances earning £300, £700, £1,000 a month part-time, and several more earning over £2,000 a month, mums with young kids. Or maybe you're working a job, working really, really hard, and have joined Clean Easy to pay off some debt or earn some extra income or save for something. Again, I could introduce you to dozens and dozens in your situation enjoying fantastic success. Maybe you're a career professional dissatisfied at being owned by your company. Well, there are people just like you in Clean Easy building a fantastic residual income and a pension pot for the future. So there are people just like you enjoying great success, because actually people just like you join Clean Easy. People just like you do our business. So you can guarantee your success that way. Remember, they haven't got anything you haven't got. Maybe in one or two circumstances, but the vast majority have got 2 arms, 2 legs, just like you. And some are enjoying success minus some of the arms and legs. So anyone can, you have no excuse. They haven't got anything you haven't got. Or have they? Because maybe there is one thing that they have that maybe you have or maybe not. And that is meaningful goals. What are meaningful goals? Well, they are goals, things that you want to achieve, things that you want to have that mean something to you. Now, I know as soon as I mention goals, some of you have had an immediate reaction. I don't know how to set goals. I don't know what goals are. Really, all goals are deciding what you want to get, what you want to have, who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do. They're just simple things, and I'm going to help you tonight, if you're not good at setting goals, to set some, just a few. So, having meaningful goals that actually mean something to you. Goals, why do they matter? Well, remember, they are stepping stones along the way to a better future. Goals are things that you achieve as you take that journey to success. Goals help you focus. Having goals helps you focus on what you need to do and when you need to do it. And goals also help you decide each day's priority. Having a goal for the day is really important, so you know what your priorities are each day. I have goals for every month, every year, every week. I have a goal for every day. And if I can achieve my goal every day, I know I'm going to set myself up for a great future. So there's nothing mysterious about setting goals. It's really simple, and we're going to do a little bit of it tonight. So, moving on. Let me just take you back a little bit to when you got started, if you have started. Why do people join our business? They all join because they have a goal. Regardless of what it is or whatever they've called it, they may not think of it as a goal, but it is a goal. So let me just run you through some of the typical reasons people join. Maybe to earn 50 quid a week. This is a great number of people. It could be young mums at home with their kids, or a retired person to supplement a pension. I've signed in a great guy today who's recently retired. He needs to top up his pension, but more than that, he's looking for a challenge. So lots of people join our business to earn 50 or 100 pounds a week to top up their pension, or around the kids, or for whatever reason. Other people join because they're looking for more like £500 a month, a little bit bigger than £50 a week, maybe to top up the current income, pay off their mortgage, or for a car or holiday. You know, when Sandra and I joined, £500 a month was our goal, our first goal. It's what we needed to be earning. And we achieved that in our first month with some hard work. We worked out what sales we needed, and we made sure we got them by just doing as much as we possibly could in the time we had. So that's a goal of that's why some people join the business. Another reason is someone who hates their job. There's people out there who do. When I joined, I actually really enjoyed what I was doing at the time. Loved running the charity I was running, enjoyed working with the staff and my clients, enjoyed pretty much everything about it. But you know, many people aren't in that position and really dislike their job, their work. I meet them, like people like that, every day. So often people who hate their job join our business so they can replace that job, replace their full-time income. And you can do that in Clean Easy. Others join to create a pension. I wonder if that's any of you. You know, many pensions will not pay out what's required, and many people are looking for a flexible alternative, and a royalty income in network marketing can give you that. Other reasons people join the business is to grow a large residual income in excess of 50 grand a year. And that's possible. It's a 5-year plan. Some have done it quicker, some slower. But on average, a 5-year plan, worked hard, worked with focus, you can build a £50,000 a year residual income. Now, very important to see this and acknowledge this. It's not just the income. It's not really about the income. It's about the type of income. I have friends in jobs who earn more than I earn, but they're owned by their company. They're owned. What they don't have is an income that will keep coming in regardless of that day's work that they do, regardless of whether they're out of the country having fun. With our business in network marketing, if you build it right with the right structure, you will have a royalty-based income that will roll in regardless of your own personal day-to-day activities once it's built right. And that's quite an exciting type of income to have. And many people in Clean Easy have built such an income. So, and then the final reason is to create an income producing asset. Assets are what all entrepreneurs look for. And Clean Easy is an asset. Your customer base is an asset. Your network of distributors becomes your greatest asset because people are always our greatest asset. So, let me just take it back again. Remember, we're thinking a little bit about goals. I wonder who joined because of the lack of a pay rise this year. Again, I've got friends who work in local government who are in the middle of a 3-year pay freeze. No pay rise, no, that they understand they're not getting it, and yet the cost of living continues to rise. So effectively, they're getting a pay cut year on year. So maybe you've joined because you're looking for a pay rise. Or maybe people that you know in your social circle, people that you have influence with, would join you to receive a pay rise when they're not going to get one otherwise. I wonder if you've thought about that and have approached them with the opportunity. Let me give you an example. If you produce just £1,000 of sales, and that's relatively simple to do, it's £250 of orders every week. To do that, you're looking for about 25 customers, and you can find 25 customers by hand presenting catalogues to 75 to 100 people a week, or by dropping 250 catalogues twice a week. Really simple to do. That would give you £270 in your pocket. Many of us on here know that and teach it all the time. But for the new people, let me just show you what that does. If you've joined Clean Easy and your job currently pays you £50,000 a year, and there may be some of you on here, then even a £270 a month income from Clean Easy is actually giving you a 7% pay rise on your annual income. I wonder if you've ever looked at it like that. If you've joined the business and your job pays you 35 grand a year, Clean Easy is actually giving you just over a 10% pay rise simply by producing £1,000 of sales every month. If your job income is more like 17 grand a year, which is about the average, it's actually a 20% pay rise to earn £270 every 4 weeks. And finally, if your income is more in the £12,000 a year bracket, and that's actually a great number of the population, then the extra £270 every 4 weeks gives you a 30% pay rise for the year. I wonder what you can do with 30% extra income every year. You know, I think that would change the lives of most families in Britain. And it's that income, £270 a month, that most excites me about sharing this business with other people. You see, it's all very well looking for great entrepreneurs who'll really build the business. The real power of our business is in finding everyday fantastic people who could just use that extra £200 to £300 a month that would make every bit of difference in their personal lives. 30% difference. Wow. I think that's a life-changing amount of money. So, going back to goals, what about you? Why did you join? I joined for £500 a month, and I worked my backside off with Sandra to earn that in our first month. Here's my biggest tip tonight. Make sure you're earning the income that you joined for, the income that you joined to earn. Whether it's £50 a week, £500 a month, whatever. You're responsible for earning it, and you can do that by simply working out the sales you need to earn the income you require and doing an appropriate number of catalogues in the best way. And you'll need the help and support of your upline to give you the best ideas of how to do that. So why did you join? What about you? Well, here's something I'm going to ask you to do. You remember I said you need a pen and paper? I hope you've got them handy. What I'd like you to think about is, beyond the reason you actually joined for, could you, if I asked you now, and I'm going to, could you name a 10-year goal? Somewhere that you want to be in your life, might be connected with the business, or it might be something that the income from the business can provide you with 10 years from now. Could you name a 10-year goal? Now I know there'll be lots of you on here who have very set out clear 10-year goals. But my guess is, because I know it from experience, the vast majority of you on here won't actually have a 10-year goal written down anywhere. It's quite a difficult concept, I understand that, for some people. But if you can, just spend a moment now, write down even just one 10-year goal. We'll take a moment and let you do it. This is the moment where you need to really put something on paper. Don't just sit there, and I am talking to you, you the one that's not writing anything, write something down. Let's make it a bit easier. Can you name a 5-year goal? Now you see, things maybe come a bit more into focus, thinking 5 years, I can see a bit that far ahead. Can you name a 5-year goal? Maybe a position in the pay plan, an income level, maybe you want to buy a house, pay for a fantastic holiday of a lifetime. Maybe you want to have cleared your debts within 5 years. Can you name a goal you'd like to have in 5 years? How about this time next year, March 2014? Is there something that you'd like to have achieved by then? It could be, I'd like to be a gold distributor by then. I'd like to be bronze executive, SED. I'd like to have qualified for and been on and enjoyed Dubai. How about this time next year? Or maybe it's simply just, by this time next year, I want my business to be able to pay for me to have a Chinese takeaway every week, or a holiday with the family. Could be anywhere. Write it down. And then, what's your most important goal for 2013? Have you got a goal that really excites you for this year? You see, if you could get something written down now, and please do so, that you really want to achieve this year, get it written down. Don't miss the chance. I wonder, what is your most important goal this year? It could be simply, again, moving up to 15%, reaching £500 in monthly income, becoming a gold distributor, bronze exec, qualify for Dubai and the Maldives, maybe earn the income I need to get out of my job. What's the goal that's most important to you this year? And then let's bring it down one more level. What do you want to achieve this period? The sales period we're in now. Maybe it's get my 10%. Maybe it's just find my first customers because I haven't started yet. Whatever it is, can you write a goal for this period? You see, setting goals works. And it's something that we all talk about and most of us never do. And one of the secrets to success of everyone who's been successful in the business and is successful is they are very good at setting goals. We've enjoyed lots of achieved goals. We've had 8 travel incentives in 5 years. Every one of them's been a goal. And Sandra and I unashamedly have built our business development around qualifying for Clean Easy's travel incentives, and then looking to see how we help as many of our team qualify for them as possible. My experience is many people will work harder for a trip than they will for their own income. The trips are an exceptional reward from the company. I wonder if you're close to qualifying for Dubai, whether that's still on your radar. you'd be surprised. You can still do it even in the weeks that remain. You really can, from pretty much any level you're at the business right now. We've experienced 8 of these travel incentives, so setting goals really works. We've had a Mini Cooper. Andy mentioned it at the beginning. I'm not allowed to drive it anymore. I crashed it once, sadly, so I'm banned from driving it. But you know what? It's great to have. It puts a smile on Sandra's face every time she gets in it. And she loves driving it around our customer base. Our customers know it. They look out for it. It's a real branding that's branded our business and ourselves. And we've had people even interested in joining the business and have seen it. It's well known around our area. So it's been a really great reward. What about you? Maybe you can qualify for a car. These are available. Plenty of people get them. What about you? The Executive Cup, that was a goal. We set a goal that year, 2010, to achieve that reward. Just like the Mini Cooper, we achieved that at the end of 2010, and it was a goal that was set at the beginning of the year. When we sat down and looked at our goals for 2010, we had 2 big goals. It was to win the Executive Trophy and a Mini Cooper. And so we had to work out what would we need to do in the business to achieve them. So we had to find out the criteria, look at our business, and work out what activities we needed to do, who we needed to work with to achieve those goals. Setting goals works, it just does. And of course, as Andy mentioned at the beginning, we cleared £20,000 worth of debt. Now when we started building the business, I still had a full-time job. We managed to build a full-time income part-time with our Clean Easy business. The year I left my job, our income from Clean Easy was almost identical to the income from my job. So it was matching part-time what my job was paying me full-time. That's the power of network marketing. We used that income while we had it there to clear 20 grand's worth of debt. You have no idea how great it feels to be able to do that. So if that's you in that position, maybe set a goal today to do that for yourself. So we've had the travel incentives. Here's a picture. I'm not going to bore you with all our holiday snaps, but this is me in my bright yellow Camaro, Chevrolet Camaro, in the Florida Keys. You know what was great about this is it was just a fantastic day out of many days on these 8 trips. Clean Easy don't just take you around the world, they do it in style. This particular day, we literally had a car each to drive for the day. And we drove 70 miles down the Florida Keys, south from Miami, to a fabulous beachside restaurant and back again. Just a simple but fantastic day out. So these travel incentives are worth setting a goal for. Then there's the Mini that you can see there. Great day to get that. So there's cars available. And then there's fantastic recognition. This is us winning the trophy with some of our team also winning trophies. And that's Craig, our mentor, in the end. You know, recognition every step of the way is so vital in our business. So try some small goals if the last goal setting exercise was difficult. Because you see, the key to achieving big goals is to have small goals that you can easily achieve. Let me give you an example. We have a goal every period at the moment. We set an activity goal for ourselves where Sandra and I have a certain amount of activity that we commit to ourselves to do. Our reward, if we achieve that, is we treat ourselves out to a fancy lunch. Now, why is that important? To you, some of you, you might think, that wouldn't turn me on. For us, eating in restaurants is a really big deal. We love it with a passion. It's something that excites us and it gives us motivation to do the things we need to do to move our business forward. So we have a very simple goal we work towards at the moment. Every period we have a certain amount of activity in the business that we commit to do, both of us. If we achieve that, we treat ourselves to lunch. But the power of that goal is the commitment and the discipline that if we don't achieve that activity goal, we mustn't have that lunch. If we had it anyway, it would defeat the object. So I'd recommend set yourself an activity goal every period, maybe to do a certain number of or a certain amount of sales, certain amount of sponsoring, whatever it is that would work for you. And if you achieve that, reward yourself. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a fancy lunch. It could be a bottle of wine, a Chinese takeaway, a movie. It could be anything that really matters to you. But the important thing is that it's got to matter to you. It's got to be meaningful. You see, you won't actually drive to achieve it. So you've got to attach some emotion to it. For us, at the end of each period, when we're sat in our fancy restaurant and we have a toast with our cocktail and we splash out, that has a lot of emotion attached to it for us, because it's something that we weren't able to do when we were in debt. And so for us, it really means something. So have some meaningful goals, but make sure that they're goals that will benefit your business. So make sure that any small goal you have will benefit your business. Remember, in our business, there are 3 ways to earn, which means there are 3 ways to achieve your goals. Remember, you can be a retailer, finding customers, giving a service. The great thing about our business is we're all retailers. We all look after customers. If nobody moves product, nobody in this network gets paid. But also, you can be a team builder from day one, and if new today, I'd recommend that. Get out there and find some people like you who'd like to improve their lives. Being a really simple definition, it's a retailer who gathers around themselves a small team of other retailers so that your collective sales going to Clean Easy grows. And then thirdly, of course, you can become a business builder. What's the difference? All a business builder is a retailer who's developed around themselves a small team of other retailers and then is helping some of their team also to develop their team of retailers. In other words, if you can deliver and collect a catalogue, if you can show someone else how to deliver and collect a catalogue, and if you can then show someone how to deliver and collect a catalogue, you can be a business builder and you can achieve any goal that you've just set in this training. Your period goal, your goal for 2013, your goal for this time next year, your goal for 5 years from now, and the crazy goal that you just wrote down that you want 10 years from now. You can achieve all of those in this business. But remember, most importantly, have fun along the way. The picture you can see on the screen is a fabulous lady in our group, Marie Bell. She qualified for New York within her first year with her partner Steve. And you know, Marie's got a full-time job, but with Steve they've built their business part-time. They earned well over £30,000 in their first year in the business, part-time. When she qualified for New York, the picture she's holding, she left that, and that was the screensaver on her desktop at work. And she brought a paper copy with her. That was her in New York showing us what she left on her PC. That made me so happy to see, because to me, and you look at her face and you look at the sign she's holding, that's what our business is all about. I'm currently out of the office on my free vacation to New York City. Have fun along the way. Build your future, build your goals, and achieve them, and enjoy it, because this business really rocks. I hope you found this useful tonight. I hope I've given you something to take away. I hope you've set a few goals. What I'd recommend you do as I finish, and I'm about to hand you back over to Andy, is if you go away and just work on those goals, maybe add a few more to your goals for this year, your goals for 5 years, and a few more to your goals for 10 years, and then really work on how you can achieve them, you can have everything you've ever wanted. And I wish you all the success that you're prepared to work for. I'll hand you back to Andy. Thank you very much.